Oh my Lanta, we are day 4 of Hallmark movies, guys. We are day 4. I hope you guys have been enjoying yourself. I know I have not been. I've done this to myself, but the show must go on. Today, our first movie we're gonna be talking about is Broadcasting Christmas. I'm gonna be 100% HIV positive with you guys. This was the best movie I've seen up until this point. I'm gonna say best movie in very heavy quotes. It was the best shot movie. It was the best acted movie. It still has a cheesy script and extremely stupid moments in it, don't get me wrong.
You're my 100-year-old fruitcake.
I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad. Let's just say that. Broadcasting Christmas stars Melissa Joan Hart as Emily, a Stamford news broadcaster, and Dean Cain, who plays Charlie Boy here, a New York news broadcaster. Both of them essentially play local news broadcasters to their respected county. Now, the main story revolves around a national morning news TV show that is looking for a new co-host to Jackie Harry of Sister Sister. Jackie Harry, you're a national treasure. You go ladybugs. Choo, 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 choo. Dean and Melissa are 2 candidates for this spot. Obviously, there are 2 other candidates on there, and as the story goes on, you know, people are just dinged off the list, but because we have, you know, Superman and Sabrina here as the main cast right there, you know, we got to keep them in the running. In the movie, they used to date 6 years ago. They were part of the same news broadcasting team. Dean and Sabrina both went for the same job, and unfortunately for Sabrina, Superman here got the job over her.
For the record, Emily is the one who decided to stay in Connecticut.
This then causes Sabrina to essentially break up with Dean. And what we find out later, Dean at the time invited her to come to New York while they were dating to maybe seek other opportunities and just kind of join him and whatnot.
What are you talking about?
We had a good thing, Em. We told each other that no matter what happened with the job at WHNY, that you and I would be. But what you really meant was that we'd be fine as long as you were the one that got the job.
And I can understand her kind of resentment. You know, she basically insinuates that if I did go to New York then and see you go to my dream job every day, then I could, you got my dream job.
I just kept picturing our life together in New York. Me looking for work and you going off to my dream job every day.
This in turn caused her for the next 6 years to kind of become a little bit doubtful of herself and then be a little bit more on the safe side by staying with the Stamford news station that she was a part of. Dean and Sabrina are really doing their best to try to support this movie. You know, they are charismatic. You know, Dean's got this charm to him that you're like, I know why you were Superman now. It all makes sense, Dean. Yes, take me there. But we do get a little bit of a reconciliation between both Emily and what's this guy's name, Charlie. And you know, they kind of resolve certain aspects about their relationship, and you can kind of see that there's still some love there between the 2 of them. Obviously, though, as you know, the movie goes on, it gets closer to that date of who the person's gonna be, who's gonna be selected for the co-host job. It comes down to just them 2. There's a moment there in which both of them are trying to find a story about what's gonna really seal that deal. You know, they start, rather than working against each other, it's more like a rivalry at that point, like a very romantic rivalry, I would say. And Sabrina finds out this story of a 100-year-old fruitcake.
Who's a fruitcake?
And so that's... You can't make this shit up, guys. 100-year-old fruitcake, and of course, she goes out there, does the story, and really fruitcake you on the head of how this 100-year-old fruitcake came to be.
Grandmother always made my Uncle Francis a fruitcake every Christmas. Then America joined the Allies in the war. Grandmother kept right on spraying it down every month, and the cake kept. Uncle Francis was declared missing in action.
And she never stopped.
Every family has its little ritual. This was ours. 100 years, it's the ritual. It's a reminder that wherever the world takes you, there's always a place where your heart remains.
I wish you my fruitcake. So stupid, God. Now, of course, we have to have the one turning moment in this movie that causes it all to come tumbling down because, of course, you can't have a Hallmark movie without some sort of conflict take place.
My dad made a call 6 years ago to WHNY. I just wanted to know where I was in the process. You were their first choice.
Him unknowingly found that out from his mother. He, having that guilty conscience, comes out and says, yo, girl, this is what happens. Sorry about it, you know. And again, I understand why she'd get upset, but you know, Dean, dude, he's a charming dude. He comes out, says, I didn't know, I wanted, like, he could have not said a word, you guys. He could have not said a word and just went about everything normally, but he went out on a limb, put his heart out there, and she just stomped it. But it doesn't really matter because he still comes out with the fruitcake story and says it was by her and everyone gave her praise, and they do like a 13-hour telethon show at the end of the movie, and as if you didn't already know it 5 minutes into the movie, they both get the hosting job. Jackie Harry says, they're so cute together, let's put them on camera. Then it's like, what if they get like in a fight? What if they get like divorced? What if they get like, I don't know, maybe I'm just not professional. Yeah, everybody wins in the end, love conquers all, and the holiday spirit is in our britches. Praise be, guys. That was Broadcasting Christmas. All right, we got Holiday Road Trip, the Patrick Muldoon Trifecta.
Whoa.
Folks, I think we have now transcended time and space and all holidays. Let's just talk about this dog shit. Holiday Road Trip is a movie about, I believe it's like a PetSmart type company where Patrick Muldoon, who plays Patrick, now we're not even trying here, and Ashley Scott, who plays Maya, must take their dog celebrity across the country for a Christmas promotional tour and travel from Washington to LA for a Christmas parade in 3 days, which, I mean, me and my friend were talking about it. It seems likely just to like travel straight through, but there are so many stops and things that they do throughout the movie and throughout the country that there's no way you're making it in 3 days. Anyway, semantics aside, Maya is immediately established as somebody who is a little bit of a prissy.
No burping, no drinking, no profanity. It makes me feel very uncomfortable.
Doesn't have really a charismatic or carefree bone in her body.
Oh, these can't be good. I mean, there's like some sort of clear, gooey substance on top of it.
Nice.
And of course is immediately broken up with around, I should say, Christmas time. She wants to get married, and that's kind of been like, she has a vision about her getting proposed to. That's like something she has envisioned. And of course has a very dumpster boyfriend who, dude, again, the way some of these movies paint out guys.
You were running late, so I went ahead and ordered.
Great.
Cocktail?
Please.
Good, because I already ordered you a martini. Because I wouldn't want our great time to be ruined by some emotional roller coaster and the commitment and the rings.
I thought you were gonna propose to me.
The way the movie portrays her boyfriend, this guy is such an asshole, dude. Like, I mean, I get it now. Oh God, I feel like I'm understanding these movies on much more of an emotional level here. Patrick, doesn't really have a motivational bone in his body. He's more of the carefree, charismatic type of guy. You can see where this is going. They're gonna learn each other's traits, and she's gonna learn that, because he's more charismatic and willing to, let loose and, spread his wings and whatnot, that's gonna then in turn rub off of her, or rub him off, you know what I mean, right? But also, Patrick is the son to the CEO of, that's Leatherface. This guy, BT Dubs, not during this movie. I just looked it up. This guy is 80 years old currently. Do you think his mole was also facelifted, or do you think they like surgically implanted that thing? This guy looks bad, guys.
So you're the
mole. We were talking about Joey Lawrence. At least Joey Lawrence has a face to a certain extent. Patrick and Maya are both selected to take the celebrity dog known as Scoops here on a countrywide Christmas promotional tour, like I said, to LA for a big Christmas parade. This Christmas parade is number one important thing to this company.
It's going to be a lot of fun. If Scoots misses that parade, don't bother to come back.
So, of course, our two titular characters are then sent on this romantic countrywide tour with Scoops, and they must take pictures and do, post on the gram. By the way, dude, the representation of Instagram on this movie, like you could tell, I think this was 2012, this movie. Look at how old the interface of Instagram is. Like, oh God, is that really where I'm at, where I'm just talking about Instagram and how it looks on this movie? Oh, where are we at now? We have, of course we have another ex-boyfriend in this movie. Maya's ex-boyfriend is talked to about this promotion.
Now, you know, our firm has a tradition built on integrity and values, family values.
We've got strong family values, right?
Our clients trust and expect that the company will run as it has always been run.
Strong family values.
On these strict core values.
Wait, is she your wife yet?
Strong family values.
So of course he then begins to stalk her across the country to try to make up for these things and propose to her like she wanted to. And you know, Maya resists the phone calls, resists the temptations and whatnot to contact her boyfriend again, even though he's making every sort of attempt to try to win her back.
Just because I love you, no, I'm sorry, loved you, doesn't mean that you can walk all over me.
Oh, Lord have mercy, what am I talking about? Patrick is a little bit of a charmer. I could see why maybe his character might, oof. Now, obviously, throughout this trip, the two continue to blossom their relationship, and again, as with any movie, we get that one scene of
Christmas vacation. Went and met the parents, didn't measure up. They thought that I was some footloose playboy type that had designs on her daughter and nothing more. We broke up Christmas Eve. That was the time in my life I realized it just isn't paid. Hurts too much to get close to people.
There's a scene here where, Patrick tries to obtain a part for the heater. 3 days, by the way. Goes to the mechanic, tries to obtain a part, and the mechanic pretty much says, I'll give you this part for free if you go to my mom's retirement home.
How many you ladies been naughty?
That's what I'm talking about.
And strips for these old women. Strips in front of them. You know, there's so many recognizable people here. We have Even Stevens' mom. We have Brienne of Tarth. We also have Cindy Brady. They do eventually get to LA, of course, just in time, right? Patrick tries to, oh yeah, we can talk later, bye. Goes inside the house. Of course, her ex-boyfriend's there. Ex-boyfriend tries to reconcile the relationship. Patrick, figures out like, I don't want this to happen again to me. Instead of just like saying, hey, I care about you, let's see where this goes. He just goes out to buy a ring as well, too.
You can at least answer me one question truthfully, and your answer can be whatever you want it to be. I have fallen in love with you. Do you feel the same way about me?
3 days on the road, and let's spend the rest of our lives with each other. Of course she says yes, too, and it's just like, that's it. That's all it takes, guys. That's all it takes, is that. Oh, God. Anyway, that was the movie. They say yes, and then, freaking Leatherface comes back at the end and says, I want to spend Christmas with you. That's the movie, guys. That is the movie. I hope you guys enjoyed it. This, again, is our 3rd day, guys. We have 9 more videos to come out. I hope you're ready, because I'm not. I hate every moment of this, and I hope you're enjoying it because, is anybody really going to remember any of these movies after this? Who knows, guys? Anyway, this is some Joe Schmo talking about Hallschlock movies, Hallmark movies. Watch them or don't. Who really cares? Your life will still be the same regardless. Peace out, happy holidays, and we'll see you next video.